Blunts!
Another one.
What is it?
10 plus 10 and 11 plus 11 are the exact same thing. Do the math.
10 plus 10?
And 11 plus 11, exact same thing.
20 and 22. You're saying like TOO.
Yeah, it's 20 and 22.
And 20 as well. Now, what if I said 20 and 20 also?
Then that would have been like, hey, it's still 20. Still would have counted.
Well, and welcome back to another episode of the Bold and Blunt podcast, man. Episode numero ocho. We're getting up there, doing our thing.
ESPN the Ocho.
Yeah, how much ESPNs do they? That's besides the point.
That was on dodgeball alone.
I'm one of your hosts here, Rose, Sean Don. God damn it, you know the rest. Rockin' Sean John.
We know it.
Anywho,
Got my boy here. I don't have anything cool as always. I'm just here.
I stole it straight off. Ripped off of Big Sean.
You totally did, and guess what? Nobody cares.
Just happens to work.
I think it's funny because most people are still surprised when they hear it. They kind of just look like.
No one knows what that is besides people who know what that is.
Yeah.
So if you know,
Big Sean in the Finally Famous days.
You know. But if you don't know.
You don't know. Feels like a lot of inside jokes or inside information you have.
But hey, here we are with another episode. Ready to get shit rock, ready to talk some shit, get new flavor in your ear, a new mindset in your brain, new perspective to all your shit, what you think of, what you don't think of. Oh, so
I gotta bring this up. I know we usually start with the song of the day and everything, but I've been dying to bring this up to you since you've gotten here.
All right.
March 4th, 2022. You didn't see what happened to the moon.
No,
nobody knows what happens to the moon. Me and Autumn were fucking on TikTok and we saw this shit and didn't believe it, so I had to research it. NASA came out. A fucking missile hit the moon at 6,666 miles per hour.
From where?
They don't know. They think it's from a lunar rover that went some way crazy. They think it was one of the China lunar rovers. They think it was an American rover. Nobody knows. But they think that it went through. So my question is, how the fuck is it moving that fast in gravity? One, like any other rocket that enters out of our atmosphere just stops. And two, like why is nobody talking about the big fucking hole that went through the moon?
So when something exits our fucking atmosphere, to answer your first question, that bitch, whatever speed it exits our atmosphere, it will keep that until opposed by opposite
This thing was
reaction.
already in space. So it was just floating around in space, and something flew off. And you're telling me it's going to keep going like that?
Until we know what it actually is from,
we're never going to know.
Yeah, I mean,
that's absolutely disintegrated
true.
on impact. It blew through. But like from the videos, it goes in, and there's a poof out the back end of the moon. And then everybody's trying to say, oh, no, anything you've seen is doctored because you couldn't actually see it. But like, there's a lot of doctored videos, which brings me to my next point. Like, the moon has to be closer than what the fuck they're telling us. Because there's no damn way that it is that far and we could see it get struck by a fucking missile. When our eyesight isn't that great.
Due to how big the actual moon is.
The moon isn't that big.
Yeah, no, the moon is big as fuck, my boy. Yeah.
No.
The moon is the moon is a very massive rock.
You want me to fill you in on my conspiracy? They put it right in our face. New moons? That's just a new fucking moon.
You think they really?
I think we run through moons like fucking nothing, and they just China made a fucking sun. The moon ain't shit.
They made an artificial sun-like fireball,
made a sun,
but they didn't make a sun.
They made their
own sun.
If they made a sun,
they
used nuclear fission to create their own sun.
If they made a sun, then we would cease to exist.
I don't know about that.
They just made a great fireball.
I don't know about that. We don't know nothing about the sun. The sun's just a great fireball.
I mean.
What do you know about the sun that's fact?
Me personally, I don't know a lot about the sun because I ain't never been.
Nobody has. Yeah. Absolutely nobody that has ever existed has ever been near the sun.
Besides just what scientists and researchers put out.
And they don't even know shit. Because just what, 2 months ago, they finally got the one that's catapulting around Venus and going into the sun's atmosphere. Mm-hmm. It just entered the Earth's, or the sun's like lowest or farthest out atmosphere like 2 months ago. Well, no,
Yeah,
we
that's
don't know shit
progress.
about the sun.
But that's progress.
We don't know a fucking thing about the sun.
Yeah, but what the sun is a fucking ball
We
of
don't know
fire
what the sun
constantly
is.
burning.
We don't know what the sun is.
Yes, we
you
do.
don't know that.
Yes,
we have no idea what this. I was looking on this because it deep dived me in here, and I've been thinking about this shit for like 3 weeks. Gravity's not even real. You know that, right? Like, gravity is a theory. There is no facts that do anything to support gravity. Like, gravity is a terrible theory that they just threw upon us.
I mean,
There's no
gravity
such
is certainly real.
It's not.
Gravity
It is a
certainly
theory.
real.
There is no facts that prove gravity. There is absolutely zero things.
I think they
that-
actually have
no.
measured gravity
No,
before.
they have not.
Let me
Yeah, look
Google-
it up.
let me
Look it
Google
up right
check.
now. Because it's going to tell you
I'm gonna just
that
Google.
gravity is a theory. It is a terrible theory. And
Google
it's,
just the definition then. What is graviton? See what they give us.
and then look
Gravity,
at its
also
factor
called
theory.
gravitation in mechanics, the universal force of attraction, active between all matter. It is by far the weakest known force in nature and thus plays no role in determining the internal properties of it. Let's see.
To see if it's a theory or it's fact. Is gravity real?
The answer is gravity. What? That made no fucking sense. Da, da, da.
There is absolutely zero facts backing up that gravity exists. And to even counter onto my point even more, and this ties into my flat earth belief that I'm trying to get you on this wave of, if I were to buy a helicopter, right? And let's say that I went up as high as I possibly could in that helicopter and I hovered for 12 hours and I came down, would I be on the other side of the world?
No,
Why?
because you get locked with where you're at currently. So, like, for example, the Earth's rotation, unless you can have something that counteracts that, you won't be able to get out of the Earth's rotation. So you can
I don't
hover
think
in,
the earth rotates.
but it does, which is why you can't sit there in a helicopter and just let days pass by and let yourself be on the other side of the world.
You wouldn't even have to let days pass by. By the calculations of how fast the world spins, all I would have to do is sit 12 hours and I
Well-
would be on the other side of the world.
It wouldn't be that easy because how massive the Earth is. The Earth is a massive fucking thing, and if it
I
wasn't
think
so
it's
massive,
bigger than you think.
what?
I think it's bigger than you think.
No, I know it's fucking massive. The Earth is a fucking big ass place. Like, we compared to the Earth are making a literal pimple on fucking its face. Like, the Earth could give a fuck less about what we do on this motherfucking outside.
Oh no, it does. It does.
I'm talking about just the relative size to it. We
But
are an insignificant piece of
Like I'm
what
to
the
the
Earth
point
is right now.
where you're gonna have to make the scientific bullshit sound like reasonable to me. Because at this point, literally all the shit that we get spewed is so beyond like my comprehension. Like once I feel like I started looking at this type of shit and like figuring out that we're not just a fucking rotating rock that flies through space chaotically, it made that shit seem just absolutely insane to me.
But in a sense, we are. Yeah.
You're gonna have to convince me now. I wanted to convince you to jump over here, but now you have to convince me because I'm so
I'm not gonna
far on
convince
this
you to
side
jump
now.
over on no side. What you
I need
believe in
it.
is what you
I
believe
need it.
in. Hell no, you
need
are
to wake
entitled
you
to
up.
your opinions and entitled to see what you want to see and believe.
I still can't believe that the moon got hit by a missile and nobody fucking knows about
No,
it.
that shit is crazy.
Nobody cares.
That shit is crazy.
Like nobody cares.
Even if the only thing that could absolutely make everybody be like, oh shit, this kind of matters, is if there was like, yo, there's an alien literally on the moon right now waving at us. At that point, people would be like,
No, though. Like, I've literally seen, like, the past month and a half, like, because it happened March 4th. And, like, there's been a lot more activity going in on the moon. Like, people have been shooting a lot of videos. Because, like, a lot of people don't know what the fuck happened. But a lot of people do. So, like, a lot of people have been, like, steadily watching the moon or, like, live streaming the moon and shit. There's a lot of spacecrafts and, like, weird shit going on the moon right now. Which is, like, weird to me. I don't feel like we should be able to see that shit. That's too far.
Uh,
Because I feel like if it is what they're telling us and the moon is that far and it's all like that, then we shouldn't be able to see that. I shouldn't be able to see a missile go through the moon with my blind eyes. Because you guys you made the point, oh, you can't see that far because you can't see a mountain that far. I get it, the moon is big, but the moon's really not that big. Like an equivalent to the Earth, the moon is fucking tiny.
Let me just show you. Let me show you the picture.
Let me find the laboratory that it was created in. I don't believe it.
Like, it ain't that big, but it's like pretty. %27%
Tiny.
of what the Earth is. That's huge.
And that's what is based on the globe model.
If you take a fourth of the
that.
Earth out and put it somewhere else,
have you
it's
ever
a moon.
found
That's
a
crazy.
perfectly round rock anywhere on Earth?
Well, I mean, the Earth isn't perfectly round.
It's pretty damn close.
Yeah, but like that's only.
Have you ever found a perfectly round rock anywhere?
No, I don't think anyone has.
I believe that we're floating on one.
Yeah, but at the same time, the Earth isn't a fucking perfectly round rock. From the far outside looking in, let's say if the thing in like remember Men in Black when the aliens is playing with the universes at the end with like marbles. Let's say an alien of that size could pick up the Earth, right? Yes, it would be as like smooth as the surface of a cue ball. But when you zoom in on a fucking cue ball, like the shit is really fucking rugged and rough, and that's what the Earth is. Like from the outside looking in, yes, it's really smooth.
But even then, you're not finding a rock like that.
Yeah, but Jada fight a lot of shit.
No, that's true. But like, and then I was even watching. Like, have you seen? I think it was when fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's his name, right? Mm-hmm. He was on Joe Rogan or some shit. He was on some kind of podcast, and they were talking about the Earth. And you know, waves aren't even real. Like, supposedly, the only reason that there are waves is because the Earth is surrounded, encased in water. Like, we float around in water. Do you know that there's water all around us? Yeah. And then whenever we spin, it's just the forces of the water pushing side to side.
And the moon, partially.
The moon isn't.
Partially.
The moon is just interlocked with it.
No, but the moon is
the way he explained it.
The moon is what makes high tides and low tides.
Yeah, because it interacts with the outside of the water that we're encased with.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why like waves happen only from a lunar perspective a little bit.
Like that shit makes absolutely zero sense to me. So we're flying around encased in water, just flying around the universe or flying around space.
Hey, shit, I guess we is.
Like, that shit sounds so fucking loony to me.
I guess we fucking is. What the
just infinite space, we're just flying around.
Hell yeah.
Doing ellipticals around 17 different objects.
I don't know why we were programmed this way. I wish I had the fucking answer.
It's because of the Matrix.
I search for an answer all the time. But there's just a lot of shit that I won't ever get the answer to. But at the same time, at least the shit that we semi have an answer to.
But like, there's so much unexplained. Like, okay, so I was looking at Mandela effects.
Players fuck up.
Have you looked into Mandela effects at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you know the Berenstain and Berenstain?
Mm-hmm.
There was this dude, and I don't know if it's doctored. If it's doctored, it is fantastic work. But like, I don't think it's doctored. It looks like a low quality ass TikTok video. He was on YouTube. He had other YouTube videos and like TikTok videos. But this motherfucker legitly, like, his room, he got a Berenstain Bears book from his closet for his nephews. In his room, it said Berenstain. If you walked out of that room, out of that doorway, it was stained. And like, you could see the A turn to the E.
He had to.
I don't know. He's missing now. He's gone.
He did video magic. He's missing because the nigga did video magic and they were like, you look stupid. It's video magic. And he was probably like, I can't do this.
I don't know though. Because like, legitly, you can't find that anywhere.
That's my side of the story, at least. That's what I'm going with.
Or even like the Da Vinci. You know the anatomy? Do you remember 3 arms or 2 arms?
Yeah, 2 arms.
I remember 3.
No, yeah, they had 2 arms. It was just position of man like this and then position of man like that.
You don't remember the one in the middle? He had 3 legs too, on each. There's so many Mandela effects that have been tripping me out.
Have you remembered 3?
Huh?
You remember 3?
What's 3?
Of the Leonardo da Vinci fucking Anatomy of Man.
Yeah, I remember 3.
What
I
is
remember
it?
3 arms.
What is it actually?
It's 2.
Oh,
There's no evidence of 3 ever. But, like, I remember 3. It's like Shazam. I remember Kazam. I remember Shaquille O'Neal playing the genie. You remember Sinbad, right?
yeah.
You remember him playing the genie in that movie?
That's what everybody
In
says.
Shazam?
And
it never fucking existed. It's not real.
I just don't remember what happened to the movie. And that's what trips me out, is that I don't know if it was called Shazam or if it was called something else. Because in my head, I remember that movie, but I don't remember it being called Shazam. I remember it being called something else, and then I don't remember.
Kazam was with Shaq.
Kazam was with Shaq. I remember that one. I remember that one vividly.
Yeah.
But the other one I know you were talking about with Sinbad,
yeah.
I feel like he played some type of like wish character.
And I think it's crazy too, because like there's all kinds
Maybe
of
not
like
a genie,
popular
but a
cultures
wish
and everything.
character.
Like there's an American Dad episode where they have Sinbad in his genie outfit. And it's like, but that never existed?
There's my proof right now. Come on. Hey, what
We
you doing, man? Go sip that goddamn Red Balls.
I gotta try the Red Balls.
Gotta try it.
I'm not a
He's not a Red
I'm not a
Balls
fan of
connoisseur.
Red Balls. I don't drink these things. If I drink them, chaser with water. That's a damn good Red Balls.
That's not bad, see?
Strawberry apricot. Shout out to you, cause that
is not bad. I know you don't like the non-flavored one, so I had to, you
this
know
is
what I'm
some good
saying?
shit.
I had to get you one of the flavored ones that I was very exceptional or
Oh,
was
shit,
very
I'm growing
excited
wings.
about. If you started growing wings right now, I would drink a Monster just to
Peace just comes out of you.
I would never drink Monster. But I'll drink one just to see.
I haven't drank a Monster. Every now and then I might get a green one,
Mhm.
but Monster's just too sweet nowadays.
I feel that.
Which I think is fucking crazy because you see me drinking them Ghost things, Sour Patch Kids.
Facts.
and Those things
Facts.
are sweeter than fucking anything.
Facts. We were just talking about that, man. Hey, everybody make better health choices in life. So when you're 50, you don't got motherfucking.
You don't got to be struggling with surgeries or not being able to go out and do what the fuck. We were just talking about this.
Yeah.
Research your food too. Don't be buying all this shit with millions of ingredients in there or like artificial flavors or natural. That just means that they can
Yeah.
put in whatever the fuck they want.
You got to be able to protect your body because it's the only one you fucking got.
That's
Right
where
now-
I'm kind of at the. That's where it sucks because like I don't care about this body because I know this is not my form. This is not me. Like I'm gonna die in this thing anyways. But like I want to enjoy it while I have it.
Because you got to suffer
Because
it
I gotta
too.
think, yeah, if I gotta spend like my 50s to my 80s to where I'm like wheelchair bound or like my knees don't work or my back's broken or like I got diabetes or I lost a leg because of diabetes, I don't want to do that. Good?
Yes, sir.
It's a good schmacker. You know we get bold and blunt.
Yeah, but protect your body, man. Everything is good in moderation.
It's so
you know?
hard though.
I drink a Red Bull, but I make sure to limit myself.
And you drink enough water to
You know what I'm saying? Kind of
drown yourself, honestly.
counterbalance the two shits. I might be fucking doing evil shit to my body, but at the same time, it's still, you know what I'm saying? Still make sure I flush it out when I need to. Everything get all good in my system.
I'll start doing more detoxes. My sister keeps sending me detox teas. There's this pineapple juice one. All these different kind of ones to flush out.
Hell yeah.
I feel like I have way too many.
My
like,
sister was doing one of those. She's doing the like hot water with lemon.
Yep. See, I've heard about that one too.
Yeah, or no, something just lemon water, basically.
It's good for you. That's why I like that
Apparently it is.
dandelion. That dandelion lemon one. That's my two favorite fucking things. Like
yeah,
I need
the
to
citrus,
intake more of that shit.
smart water.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just finally realized how dope smart water is for doing that shit. It's like ashwagandha, fucking green tea, and dandelion root are 3 very, very good things for you.
Yeah.
Like they're very health beneficial for you.
I'm really hoping that, hey, smart water, one thing I'm going to need to make sure is that I'm really hoping y'all are putting the whole shit in there and not just the flavor additive of it.
Yeah, put the nutrients in that shit.
Put the nutrients from it too. I need that.
Like,
I need that in my system.
Yeah, don't give us concentrate of fucking lemon or concentrate.
Just
give me that shit. I don't care if I have a dandelion root in my bottle.
How do they do that?
What?
Make that water, because the other flavor of water they make is not as good.
I don't know. I think they just honestly, so like, if you're doing anything with dandelion root, you just bring it to a boil. Like, you just boil your water with the dandelion root in there, and then you just take out the dandelion root. It infuses the water and shit, and then you just let it cool. Which I would guess is theirs too, because they're distilled. So they definitely like boil and heat their water before they cool it. They probably do it a few times, just because that's how Smart Water does their shit. Like, so that's probably all they do. Like, I've seen TikToks of people like, and it's crazy. Like Roundup and like all this different kind of shit, like the weed killers, they have dandelions right on the front of their bottle. Like, they want you to kill these things off, but they're just the most nutritious and like health beneficial thing for your heart that there is. Like, it's an anti-inflammatory.
I don't know about everything.
No, like legitly, that shit is like
honey's a whole food.
Honey's good for you too, but like dandelion root is so good for your heart.
But it's not good for your grass.
I mean, the greens aren't.
Fuck the grass.
But even if you go through dig out.
But I wonder how nasty or bad that would be if you just take it straight from the root. Because, you know, sometimes they're like, if you actually go straight and bite into a fucking beehive and like taste the honey, like it's not
good.
No, it's not as good. It's not as good coming from the actual jar.
I wonder if it would be better. Have you ever done it? You ever tasted honey from a hive?
Yeah, like a live honeycomb, in Panama.
Not as good?
It's not as good as getting it out of a jar. Too? Yeah, and it's like it's more waxy. Yeah.
It makes sense with the beeswax.
Yeah. So it's like you're really supposed to like chew on it and suck on it and take the honey out, but like people just eat the fucking actual structure.
Yeah, because I've seen people just straight eat it.
Yeah, it's not. It's a real texture-y type of thing. But once they like treat it and do like, you know what I'm saying?
See, and that's what's good. That's why it results back to the jack of all trades type thing.
Yeah.
I want to be a beekeeper. Let me make my own honey. Then I know what's going into this shit.
You can get like natural honey from places, but they still like do shit to make it normal honey. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, you can buy there was these jars that I used to see in Texas all the time where they had like the honeycombs from the actual thing in the jar that they got it from.
See, that's
it was like $14 a bottle.
But I'm sure that's fire ass shit. See, and if you could do it yourself, but I want to keep up with maintain bees like that. I really want
a bee sting me, I'm out of there. Hey, Fred, you little bitch. See, God damn it. Not gonna hold shit down, but say the bees. Say the bees.
Yeah, bees
I'm
are
not
the shit.
About to do the shit myself. That's why there's beekeepers, and I'll protect them. I'll treat them like the poachers in Africa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
But like, not
like if you kill a bee, I'm probably gonna hit you. Like, you know, they're not gonna do shit. I had one big ass one land on my hand the other day, and it just chilled me. If you're a beekeeper, I want you to know you have hired security for your whole life, and you don't even know it. I will make sure you are safe. Up for some bees. Some wasps, different story. Yeah, I will throw some fucking hands with some wasps.
That's you.
The second I see a wasp, I'm swinging like a mild man.
This nigga here.
Ever tell you about the stung? I got stung underneath my neck.
No.
Oh, bro, we were cutting firewood at my parents' house. Like what? Oh, dude, I cried. I cried and I cried. I probably was like 11 or 12. It's the last time I've ever been stung by a wasp because I've learned from then. Like, you ain't ever getting me again. We were fucking going through the wood piles in my dad's backyard, so we were fucking cutting up wood for the winter. Wasp nest in the middle, bitch came up. Bow. Oh. That shit swole up. It was like that. I took like 3 different Ambiens. My ass slept. I woke up. It was still swollen. Like, I was scared to eat anything. Like, I have a personal vendetta with wasps.
I would too.
I don't fuck with wasps.
I would too. Yeah, I got stung by a bee before. God damn.
I've been stung by a bee.
But a wasp, nah.
But see, bees are cool. Like, as long as your heart rate is down, like if you stay cool around a bee, a bee will just stay cool with you.
Yeah.
Wasps, you can stay cool around a wasp. It's still going to come and fuck you up.
It just wants to see what it could do at that point.
Yeah, because it can get away with it. Like,
and
bees
at that
don't
point,
I'll
take the sting if I'm going to smack your bitch ass down.
And if I come across a suicidal bee that just wants to sting me, go ahead, kill yourself. I'll be the one to be there for you. Like, you chose your last moments with me? Okay.
Say the bees, y'all. Bold and Blunt is a firm believer of saving the fucking bees, man.
Badass though.
Bees these.
I don't think people really realize how important bees are.
So yeah, they're literally
Like,
one of the
shit
main
would-
reasons why the ecosystem goes.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of good pollinators out there, but none more efficient than the bee.
Shout out to Jerry Seinfeld because
None
before
more efficient.
before the bee movie, I bees terrified me. I stayed the fuck away from them. If it was flying at me, I probably would have smacked it. Ever since I watched the bee movie. You ever watched that movie?
No, I'm not really into cartoons.
He's not into anything.
It's weird. Like I'm so gory when it comes to watching a movie or
feel you.
anything. Like
I feel you.
I just need to see people
And-
get fucking smoky dokied. Just go bye bye off the screen.
Why have you been choosing violence so often lately?
I guess it's to keep the inner violence calm. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let me not
So
act
we watch
this.
everybody else get slaughtered.
Yeah, so I don't have to worry about me or anybody else around me getting
That's why
slaughtered
you
by
love
my
Quentin
hands.
Tarantino.
Because the nigga just makes a good movie and he knows how to kill a person
He
off.
knows how to just make shit gory.
He knows how to kill somebody off in his motherfucking movies.
That
When
is
somebody got to
facts.
die in his movies, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's like the perfect fucking movie. Am I lying?
No. I mean, I'm trying to process it through now, but like, no.
If you love film out there, you know what I'm talking about.
I think he's one of the greats. Like,
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I don't think he gets as much recognition as he gets. And I know, like, he gets a lot of recognition, but, like, I think he's just, like,
The Hateful Eight did it for me.
that movie sold it for me, too.
Hateful Eight did it for me. That was
And
the one I was like,
the thing that I was most amazed
you
is
done dug
you
into your
sold
bag.
that shit so hard for us for probably like 2 months, and like, were you afraid it wasn't gonna live up to the hype
No.
in either of our eyes?
Nope. Not at all.
Because like,
Listen,
went
if
into
there's
that
one thing, if I'm
thinking-
gonna recommend something hard,
it's
I won't
for a
sta-
reason.
I won't
It's 'cause
steer
it's
you
the real
wrong.
shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure it's some.
That is true.
It's a real rhyme and reason
But
behind
man,
the,
for
the
2
reason
months,
I'm doing
you
that
sold
shit.
that shit to us, and it did not disappoint. That's a fantastic fucking movie. It's a really good movie.
Hell yeah.
You know,
Proud of
it
myself.
made me think of you the other day. You know that the mama say mama sa mama kusa.
Yeah,
I figured out what he finally says.
but
I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm not gonna stop. I'll say it one more time. I'm not gonna stop.
that's what they're really saying.
That's what he's really saying.
They didn't reverse it,
No.
flip it
I'm
down.
gonna say it one more time. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm not gonna stop.
If I pull up the lyrics right now, that's what's gonna
It'll
pull up.
pull up for you. I swear to you.
That's crazy.
Shit blew my mind. I was watching the TikTok, blew my mind. I was like, damn, I wonder if Oscar knows this. But I didn't want to hit you up over text on it. So I was like, I'm going to say it one more time. I'm not going to stop.
Vegetable.
Yeah.
No copyright. Don't sue us. I love Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson's this shit. All rights go to this man. We ain't making money off of it anyways. It doesn't sound like it at all. What does it say?
They literally are just mouthing "Mama say, Mama say, Mama."
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
But to be fair, they could
Maybe-
just have put that in there
Or he
because
could have
they
just
didn't.
pulled the future. Maybe he died before he could ever explain it.
No, that's what I'm saying. They could have just put it in there because that's what they heard out of it, and that's not truly what
That
they're
was
saying.
on Apple Music, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, check Genius.
Now, Genius is probably gonna put that in there as well. But this is a time now.
Apple
Well,
Music is
Unfortunately,
not. Apple Music is a fantastic app. It's a fantastic resource to have because I love it. I listen to it every. But their lyrics are
No, yeah.
god awful.
sometimes they should be putting shit in there. I'm like, yo,
That's
I'm not
definitely
gonna
not what they said.
I know that's not what that person said in the song. 1000%, they did
I've
not
been
say
there
that.
too many times.
Because I heard what he said, and
Or
the
they'll just
man
do,
said
like,
what
question marks.
he put the caption in one of his Instagram posts, so we know what he said. And he didn't say that part,
Not at all.
motherfucker.
You
He didn't say that
misread
shit.
that.
He didn't say that shit, bastard.
Man, I'm not a Red Balls fan, but
That's good shit right there.
It's the right kind of tart. Because you expect that kind of tart out of that.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like
it
you're
blends
eating
with
a
the
real
apricot
apricot.
so well, yeah.
Red Bull team, sign me. I can't do nothing spectacular, but sign me. Actually, I could do a lot of spectacular shit. It's just like not really that spectacular.
You could be the first roller skater that they sign.
They could be the first roller skating boxer that hoops on skates.
That sounds like a good sell. I don't know about
Roller boxing ball? Come on now.
Could you imagine playing basketball where you could fight on skates?
With boxing gloves?
We just created a motherfucking sport, but you can only have one boxing glove because the other one has to be available to dribble.
You gotta learn how to
shoot.
You gotta learn how to dribble with two gloves.
You gotta learn how to have one
You gotta
good
learn
hand.
how to have two gloves on.
It's like baseball.
No, it's
where
not
you have
at
a
all.
mitt and a hand.
No.
Yeah.
I'm the ambassador of this here quarter.
I dare you to go out and try to shoot with a basketball with a boxing glove on your roller skates.
I'll do it.
I've seen you shoot on your roller skates.
I'll do it.
Add in a glove.
I'll make 1 out of 10.
How you gonna get the spin?
I'll get 1 out of 10.
But it can't
At that
be
point,
close.
It's not a spin technique. It's a push technique.
What if people come out and dunk on that?
Nah.
I can see
When
it.
if somebody can, if you could dunk on skates, somebody
You're the realist.
please show me that.
Have you seen that video of that fat dude doing the backflip?
Yes.
You
see
you
them
do
dudes
it.
that be doing ice skating, X Game style? That shit is crazy. He be dunking the ball, he be going between his legs like that nigga crazy. One fell swoop is a
you're dead. Dead.
Y'all better than me.
100%. I don't trust my knees for that.
I don't trust my whole soul for that.
I don't either.
I could have trained for that at that point I would
Had to train from birth. Learned how to walk on skis.
How do you think it is living in one of them Arctic lands up there?
Probably what it is. It's
Hey,
just like
if you're
in Canada.
Canadian or if you was born in Alaska, how was it being born up there? You know what I'm saying? How is life?
Then I feel
Like
like
you surrounded by snow all the time.
I bet it would be so much fun. But I think that's why a lot of Canadians are so fucking good at hockey. What else is there to do? It's all winter. It's just frozen over ponds and shit.
That's
like
true.
when you're a kid, instead of going out and riding bikes and
I couldn't
fucking.
be surrounded by the snow.
Dude, I would hate it. Do you imagine how good your eyes would be though? Cause like just imagine like acclimating to all the white at all times. Cause like you've been in with
but
snow and then
fuck
walking
that.
inside. Imagine that all the time. Your eyes would be fantastic.
Fuck that.
I don't know. Would you live in Alaska?
No.
Why?
Fuck what is there in Alaska for me that
The
I
Aurora
would?
Borealis? You could spit and shit will freeze.
One cool thing.
There's 6 months of summer.
But nah, that 6 months of summer is still winter.
You might get it's about a month.
If that, and those come in day spurts. You get 2 days of good weather.
I feel like I could do Alaska just because I feel like I don't want to say exactly. I feel like it was like a year and a half that Autumn lived in Alaska and she told me about that shit. Alaska would be the shit. And then you get to see some UFOs. You get to see some sketchy ass shit. The Aurora Borealis would make it the best alone. That I would go out there, even if you were tripping on that.
There's not shit for me in Alaska. I would go.
They pay
ice
you to
fish.
live there.
I don't give a fuck. They would have to give me 6 figures. You hear me, Alaska? You need to give me 6 figures for me to live there. Cause there ain't no fucking way I'm gonna be living where there's only ice and then sunlight 6 months, dark 6 months.
Would you live in
Do
Iceland?
I look like a fucking fish to you?
Would you live
Do I
in
look
Iceland?
like a fish to you?
Live in Iceland?
Do I look like a fish to
Would
you?
you live in Iceland?
Do I look like a fish?
Would you live in Iceland?
No.
Why?
Because despite it being the green one, it's still dominantly cold. Yeah.
Like, it's actually fairly tropical there.
No, it's not. Go ahead and look up Greenland or Iceland.
Yeah.
Look up Iceland.
Okay. Let's see.
You're gonna tell me it's
I
tropic.
feel like it's gonna be
You
nice.
know what tropic is? You talking about Jamaica at this point. That's Jamaica. Spanish.
5 months. All right.
It ain't tropical.
So the hottest month is July. It gets to 57, and the coldest month are January and February, and it's 36.
But is that tropical?
58 would not be bad, bro. Could you imagine walking around at 60? It's not tropical.
That's not tropical at all.
It's definitely not. But like 60 degrees, that'd be chill. And then it's probably like,
yeah, but you only get a month of that.
No.
Yeah. You only get 1 month of that. You just said July.
That was just the highest month. Let me go back because I don't like when they do.
That's
like
still
April,
relatively
43, May 48, June 54, July 57.
That's still relatively cold.
That's not terrible though.
It's not terrible, but that's still relatively cold.
Like you get about 6 months of 50-degree weather.
I don't really get a month where I could just comfortably wear shorts.
I mean, yeah, you could.
Not comfortably.
Yeah.
Not comfortably.
Because 60 degrees would be warm.
Not comfortably. No,
Yeah.
you know they got wind chills all the time. You
You
know
can
they
wear
got
shorts right now outside.
They surrounded by water. You know they got wind chills all the time. Ain't no fucking way.
You live in Russia?
Fuck no. So I can't speak my mind? Hell no. I'll fuck around
And you only
get
have one city to live in?
I always think about that and fucking like just going back to the old times. I'm like, yo, I would have been the worst anything before any type of civil rights movement happened because I'm just a fucking obnoxious ass black man. Like I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't have given a fucking shit. I would have died, nigga. They would have.
Because they probably would have been fucking you up and you would have been laughing about it.
Yeah.
You probably would have fought them
Once
back
my back
until they
became
really
numb
got
enough, any whips, nigga, I would have been like, man, fucking.
When did your wife start hitting me?
Oh, Martha, is that you?
Where you at, girl?
I
Bring it back.
remember giving you these 2 days ago. I was hitting that shit hard. See? Right there. They would have just been like, man, fuck this.
Right there. They don't want to deal with
back
that.
of the head.
You think, I mean, you probably did live in a past life in that era, though.
Possibly.
Who knows what it is?
Possibly. I was probably a quiet little motherfucker and still got my ass beat.
Probably.
Which is why I have such a big mouth today.
Time, yeah. Now they're like, hey, you get to go talk your shit now. You went through some shit. Went through some real shit.
Yeah, I would have been a fuck. What? During the civil rights movement, whew, I would have been straight on Malcolm X's side. Right next to him, being a loudmouth hype man. I said, we gonna march. Yeah, nigga. We gonna fucking march, boy. Yes, sir. Fuck these motherfuckers up. Ah!
I always wonder about that. Like, past lives would be so intriguing to me.
Right?
Like, I want to know what roles I played in history.
That shit would be crazy.
We won't know until we die.
Being able to fucking... Now, if string theory is a thing...
Yeah.
You could be able to see your own fucking...
And, dude...
whole life just wrapped out in front of you.
You know what's crazy, too? So...
Jump into a black hole, you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. And it's crazy. It's some real shit.
Yeah.
So fucking Autumn sent me this TikTok, the CIA, and there's actually a document on the CIA website that is astral projection and like teleportation and like mental shit. There's so much shit that we're coded with that we could really do if we wanted to.
No, the day somebody instantly teleports somewhere is a fucking rap for humanity.
Have you ever heard about the Philadelphia Project? We were talking about this because of Montauk. So you know how Stranger Things is pretty much all tied into the Montauk Project?
No.
Okay, so Montauk...
I ain't never watched Stranger Things. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. You're all good. They're just putting it straight in our face. So like, Montauk was done in the 80s. It's out in New York. And what the U.S. government was doing was taking like runaway kids and like stealing like homeless people and doing mind control experiments on them to see if they could do like teleportation, see if they could do like mental tasks like bend metal and like do all that kinds of shit. So like that's real. It ties in. So in 1943, the Project of Philadelphia was teleportation. So they wanted to teleport a whole U.S. Navy ship.
Has your beanie been black and white this whole time?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Why?
I did not recognize that till just now, and my mind has been filling in the blanks with the actual color of the avalanche.
Not gonna lie, that's super dope.
Crazy.
Did you do acid before you came here?
No. That shit is crazy. That's okay, continue.
Might just be because of the reflections.
Nah, like even when you was downstairs, I thought it was the fucking, what's it called, the whole time. I wasn't really paying attention to it. Mine kind of filled in the blanks with what normally have there.
That's true. That's kind of cool though.
Wow, thank you, bro.
But no, pretty much so. They were trying to make a whole U.S. naval ship disappear, and they actually, so they actually made it happen. And what actually happened was 1943 was leaking into, I want to say it was 1983. So like 40-year gap, that was leaking into there. So the Philadelphia actually showed up in the 80s. And so teleportations actually happen. The Demogorgon, which is the underneath world like monster, that is washed up in the bay of like Montauk Bay. Like they just look like big ass earthworm like hog creatures with razor ash like circle mouths.
Damn,
they're real.
Wow.
They actually have pictures of that shit.
So
teleportation, believe it or not,
I'm talking about a Dragon Ball Z instant teleportation. Though I'm talking about a human being able to be like, foom, foom,
I need to read through this CIA document because legitly it's like 27 pages.
Once a nigga know how to what?
It has like pain control.
What?
Like next time you get hurt, I want you to try this because I've been trying it since I learned it like 3 days ago. If you have any pain anywhere, close your eyes. Think of wherever it hurts. Say 55515. Just repeat that. I don't know why, but pain goes away. Like immediately, it goes away.
You know what's crazy? I've actually been training myself to deal with pain better than I have.
Because pain is an option.
Yeah,
it only hurts
when I stubbed my toe for real, like I remember, I think it was a couple days ago, I stubbed my toe on one of the kids' toys that was laid around. Stubbed my toe on it. There was like my pinky toe right on the edge too. And I just looked at it and I was like, I'm a BI. I just ignored it. I'm with my life.
I'm telling you. And if you don't let it hurt, it won't.
It was like the shin practices, man. We used to bust our shins with the wooden stick just to get some shin hardening and calcify our bones. Call it crazy, but it worked a little bit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I used to kick a pole. It wasn't steel, but a good little plastic one.
And it doesn't. I'm telling you, dude. I've went around. Hurt. I've caught my fucking shin on like pallets or pallet jacks, and like it'll sting for a minute, and then I'm like, my brain told me it hurt, but that didn't hurt.
That was no shit. That was just a little kick.
Lie, I'm glad you brought that up because that really just reminded me. I watched Jackass Forever last night. They had a skateboard guillotine. This motherfucker raised it up like 5 feet up in the air.
Oh, on the shins.
But he was as a mime, so he couldn't make any noise. Oh, he made noise. Yeah, it made me think about hitting our shins with that wooden thing. I found that little.
How hard did they swing it?
Oh, they pulled that thing up and just dropped it. It's a full skateboard dropping like 6 feet to your fucking shins. And you just have it like up on a platform. It's like that. You can't move.
I would love to be on Jackass, but for me to do some shit like that.
Shout out to Jackass, by the way, because I
gotta get paid.
You gotta watch this movie. It's the first time I've genuinely laughed since like I first seen that fucking show. Okay. And a lot of the shit that they just did like reruns of like previous skits just because it's their last one. Like they're really done because they're fucking old as hell now.
You can't be fucking 50s in your 60s tossing yourself out of a fucking.
Like Johnny Knoxville almost died in that movie. Like dead ass. He got hit by a bull, did a full backflip, and then did another like 180 and landed like underneath. Like how the hockey hit. Don't have your arm land underneath you. He did it, and then he started snoring. You remember that felony fights when the dude gets stomped out and he started snoring? Johnny Knoxville was snoring, bro. That sounds like an AC/DC.
That's that dude that be snoring on TikTok. It's just because it goes in a little pattern why it be so good to me. I love it. I gotta watch Jackass.
Nah, for real. Like I was real skeptical about it because I was just like, hey, like it can't be that good. It's actually it's
Neck is hurting.
it's a damn good movie. That's why I
Turn
kicked
towards
this out
it.
so I could lean a little bit.
Now it's because I'm got turned trying to
easier.
look at you. I'm a news anchor.
It's because I'm leaning back. That's why. Because I was sitting up here,
That's true. I wouldn't
wouldn't
have
be
to.
as bad.
Yeah, I can
But
follow
my posture's
eyes.
terrible. I need to work on my health, my posture.
Stretch, everyone. 15 minutes a day. 15
Meditate
minutes
at least 30 minutes a day.
15 minutes.
It adds up. I can't wait. I'm so close to quitting this job.
How close?
Like I'm hoping June 10th, June 16th.
Okay.
Like I'm quitting.
Okay.
Done. Gone.
Okay.
Running away. Never looking back.
Brought that up.
Well, I'm done. I've been trying to pay since December.
Okay.
But refinance, finally paid off that credit card. Starting my refinance. I should be through in like a month.
Okay.
Fuck them. And they really pissed me off because like I told them straight up, I'll stay, I'll train whoever you need me to train to replace me, all that shit. And I told you they sent me for a drug test the next day they found out. Yeah, so I got to a point where I was just like, fuck y'all.
Okay. I ain't
You're
mad
coming
at
up
it.
too, huh?
Yeah.
You got what, a week?
June 9th.
Ooh.
So 3 weeks.
Okay, so I'm gonna do June 10th just so then we can be like party that weekend.
Bigger and better things, man. Cause fuck working a 9 to 5. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but that's just not the nigga that I am.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, it's crazy too. Like
That's just not me.
it's even crazier because we ain't even gonna be working 9 to 5. Like we're probably gonna be working like 20 something hours a day.
No facts.
Like between everything that we're gonna be doing, like
Gotta make this shit blow up.
for real. Like it's gonna be a lot more harder work, but like fuck, I'd rather have it. Like this whole week I've been on vacation. I don't want to go back. Like my God, it's so nice just waking up, doing what the fuck I need to do, and like, hey, I can go to sleep when I want. I can wake up when I want. Take a break when I want. I can do anything that I fucking want.
Tis a beautiful feeling.
So y'all better get used to us.
Big facts.
Patreon's getting
It's
set up.
coming for everybody, nigga.
Oh, yo.
Everybody.
I can't wait till we get a late night show.
Everyone.
That's really what I want. I ain't even gonna cap with you. Let me
A
get a
late
late
night
night
show?
show or an HBO show.
Oh, facts.
Like if we get like a late night
I'm
show
gonna do
on
something
HBO,
better than Conan O'Brien.
I
His
swear
name?
to God, yes.
Yeah.
Like I want to compete
And
with them
Jimmy
hoes.
Kimmel and
'Cause I
Jimmy
feel like that should be dope. If we sat
Johnny
there and
Fallon,
interviewed some hoes,
whatever the dudes be names is.
Jimmy Fallon is a.
Jimmy Fallon.
I'm not gonna lie, he's
Jimmy Kimmel.
He's up there. That man that's who we
You're-
gotta chase. We're gonna try to do that shit.
You're getting a replacement.
Or you could just let us come on and.
You're
Give us
getting
a
a
shot.
replacement. Everybody got to retire.
I mean, at some point, but look at David Letterman. That man didn't retire till like 73.
David Letterman be coming for your ass too, boy.
David Letterman's dead.
Oh damn! Hey, rest in peace. To
Rest
the
in
GOAT.
peace. I'm pretty sure he is. I don't want to say that, and he's not, but I'm pretty sure he
If you
died.
are not,
Then I'm sorry.
then I'm coming for
But
your
if you are, then rest
ass,
in
boy.
peace.
If you ain't, I'm coming for that ass, boy.
These are names we should have known.
I'm name dropping everybody. Dave Chappelle, I'm coming for you too. 'Cause I feel like you should have a late night show.
That's true. I know you don't want to do Chappelle show anymore, but you can come be a special
late night
guest
show?
anytime you want. You can do whatever the fuck you want. We don't care. At that point,
Give
yeah,
me a
because it's
little
on
bit of weed.
HBO anyways.
Yeah,
We can do whatever the fuck we want. They put porn on HBO.
you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
The
some
bad
shit.
one too. Not even the good stuff.
Oh, that's the non-penetration
Ugh.
shit.
Who wants to see skin rubbing on each other?
I don't want to hear moans. That's just a soundtrack to sex.
But they be putting the soundtrack over. Oh my god, the dub be so bad. Motherfuckers' mouths be moving, or they be making noise. Mouth be motherfucking closed. Talking about, oh my god.
I haven't watched that shit since like middle school.
That used to be the shit right there, man.
It was.
Hey, if you
It came through Clutch. If you knew about it.
if you was not born before there was internet everywhere, that was a boy.
See, that's what I think. Ah, man.
Wait for
These
the
new
whole
kids
family
don't
to go
even
to
know.
sleep. Sheesh.
I used to go up into the treehouse and just spend the weekend up there, and that would be hey, it's close enough to get some Wi-Fi. I got my PSP.
Oh, shout out to the PSP, man. What?
Bruh, that as you know, I found.
Way ahead of his time.
Fucking B gave me his. I want to say it was Wesley and Brandon back when they tried to trade in the GameStop for some shit. I was sad as fuck. Fucking Lil Rudy had one, so I was like, oh, let me get it. Got it, right? Oh, bro, I hit Entertainment and got like 12 different games. PSP is still as clutch as it was back in the day.
Oh, big facts.
Like, I wish they still made games for that shit.
They have any updates on that bitch?
Fuck no. It's all the same ass shit. But it's lit.
They came out with the PSP. Hey, Sony, come out with another fucking PSP. I'll buy that.
Dead ass.
I'll buy that.
Like 100%. Hit it like the Switch.
But yeah, make it just as good quality as like a PS4.
I mean, yeah, I know it's cool to have the remote like play and all that shit where you can play really wherever the fuck you want.
It don't look good.
Let me have a handheld device. Like, I swear, bro, that shit would be so fucking cold. Like a PS5 mini.
Yeah.
Bruh, you had a PS2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or like any
Actually, I had a
think it's-
GameCube.
You have a PS2 though?
No, my cousin had a PS2.
Okay, so you know how they had the little PS button in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Like, or not the button, like the little emblem?
Mm-hmm.
You know that bitch turned? You could turn it so then you can stand it upside down or up and down. It changes the laser.
What pieces?
So you know, like right in the middle. So like, there's the thick ass thing, and then there's ports. But like right in the middle, there's the emblem. It's just colorful PS. Like, yes.
On the PS2?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Yeah, because I'm confusion.
This shit had me tripping, bro. It had me hella tripping. I was wondering what the fuck was going on. And then I finally realized, because I remember if you used to stand up a PS2, that shit used to fuck up your shit. Like, it would fuck up the disc when I read it. You knew that?
I knew it spun, but I never knew had a reason.
I never knew it spun in my life.
Yeah.
I have my PS2 downstairs. I spun that shit and it blew my fucking mind.
Yeah, I just used to think that it was a breaking thing. I was breaking the shit. No,
That is how Sony designed it. So then if you wanted to stand it up and take up less space, you could stand it up so then the laser would adjust and then it would read the disc the correct way. Blew my fucking mind.
That makes sense.
I don't even remember how the fuck we got onto this.
Me either. But it's Boulder Blood, so who gives a fuck?
That's true. We get high.
Talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk
Beautiful
about.
fucking thing. It's a beautiful thing having your own show.
You know what I'm saying? You can do
Don't gotta
whatever the hell
listen
you
to
want.
us. We just do what the fuck we want to.
Do whatever the hell you want. What will be the next chapter for you, man? Looking to
This.
all the time?
This is going full time. Like, I'm going full time. TikTok, I'm like, whatever the fuck I can do. I'm gonna try to do Twitch. I'm gonna have a lot of like side hustles too. Once the refinance goes down, and then we already got the business set up.
True.
Like, we're already business owners.
True.
So like, once we start getting some donations and shit starts flooding into that account, get another small business loan. Bro, that's 4 or 5 years of my salary. Like,
Yeah.
even split between the two of us, that's 2 years straight that we ain't got to worry about shit.
True, and go hard.
Yeah. It's like
Go
dead ass.
home.
In that time, there's absolutely no reason that it couldn't happen. That's my plan. I already told you I want to buy the house next door. I want to expand that shit. I'm trying to.
You're gonna have to work that motherfucking camera Megan got.
Right?
When you're doing all this shit, you
That's
can
what I'm
fucking put
saying.
it up,
I'm
man.
gonna be streaming up on Twitch. I'm gonna be doing
Yeah.
all this shit because like it's over. And then I've even I got like 5 or 6 people that I'm about to steal from grocery stores. Like cool people that like I fucked with for a minute. I got one dude. He actually used to go like internationally with merchandise. Like he used to travel out to Europe and like do all kinds of shit. So, like he designed and did his own merchandise. So like he was talking about hats, shirts, beanies, lighters, fucking socks, literally all that shit, stickers.
Damn.
So, like I'm gonna try to get him over. Like,
okay.
bro, like the vision for this
That's
shit
gonna be
is
lit.
absolutely
That's gonna be lit.
insane.
That's gonna be lit.
Like I'm done putting time and effort
Lit.
into shit that has no payoff. Like if
That's
I'm gonna
big
bust my
facts.
ass off, it's gonna be for something.
That is
And
big
like
facts.
dead ass, this right here.
That's why
I
I'm
don't know
glad
what
they
it is.
begging me to get my job back and none of that. I'm like, all right, cool. Y'all cool
Yeah.
with me leaving?
Like
All right, cool.
I can't wait for them to try to
Gonna
throw
be
more
a
money
no-
at me.
Whole another motherfucking job after that.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm done with it, bro. And like the crazy thing is you really can. Like you can do whatever the fuck you want. It's just we got tricked into the cycle of thinking that we needed a job for comfort. Like, I ain't doing it no more.
It got to be some type of employee revolution, man. Some type of
For real, know your worth.
systematic.
Like, overthrow the hierarchy. The only way that they're going to realize that you are needed is if you're not there.
Facts.
And, like, I can't wait to quit and for them to be like, damn, this motherfucker really did a lot for us.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, fuck y'all.
They're going to get somebody else in there that
and
don't
it's
do
gonna
half
be
the shit you
fucking
do.
problem after
Yup.
problem after problem. It's going to be like, yep, y'all done fucked up.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be blowing up. And, like, I don't know what it is. Like, I've been on this spiritual journey for the last fucking year. You know, I've just been, like, deep in all this shit. But, like, it just feels right. Like, I feel like this is what the fuck I should be doing.
I feel that.
Like, it just, like, what I want to do, like, I want to make people better. Truthfully, I want to enter your life and, like, I want to make that, like, I don't have to be a big role or, like, nothing like that, but I definitely want to, like, make people's lives better. If I enter into your life, I want it to be better. And I think this right here, best platform that I could possibly get. Like, I think, honestly, if we really
That
got,
is
like,
true.
national spotlight or if we got, like, known, oh, bro, the
reach
good
that
that
you
would
can
come
make
out
on
of
the
it
internet.
would be absolutely,
That is true.
like, it would be absolutely insane.
The good you can get out the internet, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just got to go hard and motherfucking keep putting that
And just believe in
that
yourself.
production out there, that energy out there. That's the main thing, man. You got to believe in yourself.
Because
When you
for
believe in
nobody else is
yourself,
going to.
that shit is
like-
so beautiful.
And
But
it's-
when you do find people that believe in you, that shit becomes an even bigger thing, man.
Yup.
That's why I like to say the conglomerate. Welcome to Bold and Blunt special podcast production, broadcast production. Almost fucked that up. Where today's word of the day is conglomerate. You know what I'm saying? Build yourself up.
yeah, my conglomerates are lucrative.
Big facts. Of the game. Big money. More power. Big talk. Speedboat. Shout out
I'm
Denzel
addicted to
Curry.
that. I remember being at Walmart and being like, hey, what's that song? That.
Great ass song.
I listen to that song daily.
But yeah, believe in yourself, man. Got to do a lot of shit in life. You're just gonna put you out your comfort zone.
It's going to get hard
I
because I'm
learned that,
telling
and it
you.
sucks. But at the same time, you gotta just do what you gotta do and go for broke.
When it gets the hardest, make sure you believe the hardest because
Yeah,
that ass, that's pretty much the universe or the simulation telling you that, like, that's what you should be doing. Like, nothing is easy. It's all going to be trials and tribulations and shit is fucking hard. But it's worth it.
it's them people with perseverance that really make
Yeah,
it.
and like legitimately,
Yeah,
if
it's
you
a lot of
want to
rich
do
people. It's just
it,
perseverance,
yeah,
man.
it's dedication, it's putting in work. Like, that's all they want to do. They
I mean,
live
my
for
ultimate
that.
goal ain't to be rich, but goddamn, I need some money to reach my goal.
See, and I don't even want to be like rich, bro. Like, I just want to be able to live comfortably to where if
Do
I
my
want to
shit.
go and do some shit, I can go do some shit. I
Facts.
can smoke my weed. I eat good. My dog eats good. Like, if I wanted a family, I could have a family. Just be able to do what I love. I could sit here and bullshit or like whatever the fuck ventures that we
Now, question off
go
of
into
that.
after this.
Now, let's say you had to put a degree onto something. That degree,
Business.
business.
Business 100. If I can get my master's in business, just because like if you can cut out the middleman and run your numbers and like know like literally everything that you need, know the ins and outs, what runs that business, it's just even more. But like I don't know, because even at that, it would still be business just because I would know what the fuck it is. I wouldn't even take advantage of it like that. Because I feel like honestly, I would still want to hire like a whole bunch of people around me, and then just pass that knowledge around.
Okay.
'Cause I feel like business, if you know how to run a
You
business,
basically want to start like some form of corporation.
yeah. Or like even if not, like even if they came and worked for me, like, hey, I got a spot for you. Like, I could do it
Talent-seeking business.
myself. Like I'll teach you how to do this. Once you learn what you want to do, or like learn how everything works and like how the inners work, figure out what you want to do. And like for me personally, I'm gonna become an investor in so many different fucking things. Like here's your startup. This is what you want to do. You know how to run your business. You've seen how we run our business. Take this money, whatever you need. I'm gonna take a percentage off of it. So whenever
Okay.
it comes in, startup, hey, don't even worry about it for the first year. First year, that's all you. Like make sure you get your feet underneath you, all that shit. Start making money. Because then once you start building it like that, not only do you get, I mean, assets everywhere. Because no matter what, like nobody's gonna want to go into the same field. Like everybody's passion is gonna be something else. So like, hey, I got a connection here. I got a connection here. I got a connection here. I know all this shit. Like, you could set up so many different things, and then your people are winning, you're winning. It's all just a win-win. Like, I think people get too caught up in greed. Like, money is the shit. Don't get me wrong. Like, if I could have all the money in the world, I would take it. But I wouldn't do like what a lot of people do with it. Like, I want to be out here throwing $33 billion to buy Twitter. All this shit that's literally going to help nobody. Like, I think that's like the biggest takeaway.
So that's a good motherfucking morality to have on that.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, and I think, and honestly, in the long run, I kind of feel like it is kind of fucked up of me just because I'm going to be taking I'm going to be taking a percentage, guaranteed that. But like, so like, at the end run, I'm not going to have to do shit. If you're an investor,
I mean, that's just how the world works. That's the world around you.
But like, at a certain point, bro, like, once we build a certain team, imagine having 50 incomes coming in that you don't even have to work for.
That should be passive income.
They can just come to me for advice.
Passive income is the name of it.
That's how you get rich.
Once your money works for you, boy.
While you're sleeping.
Get rich. Richer. Whatever you want. If your goal is money, you better learn how money works. How to make money work for you.
Like, for real. Because there's a lot of loopholes.
That's the way you going to get far in life. You know what I'm saying? You donate anything, got a charity. It's a tax write-off. Yep. Put it on your taxes, motherfucker. That ain't greedy. Fuck if you go to church, put it on your tax.
Uncle Sam don't need more of your money.
You write it down.
Donald Trump route. You know what's fucked up? Donald Trump's a fucked up motherfucker, but he's smart.
Oh yeah, he know how to make money work. He know how to make money work.
Even if you can run trustees through trustees and have trustees in charge of those trustees and more trustees that watch over those trustees and have one person run it all.
Yeah.
Nobody can fucking come for your government, like come for your money. They don't know who the fuck to go for.
Yep.
Like, you can evade all fucking taxes. Waka Flocka was dropping game about that because he had a talk with Donald. It's fucking insane.
No, but even without that, even without having like a trustee or anything like that, just putting a lot of your money into physical assets itself, like,
that's true.
Your money is literally sitting on something that's only going to grow over time. So then doing all that shit, getting all your tax cuts, donating all your money to your own foundations or people that you know foundations that the money's going to be worked right back to you. Like, there's just so many breaks you could get in life. You know the right people. Huh? Always about who the fuck you know. Always about
that
who
is
you
true.
Know a lot because it's definitely important for what you know. But who you know, goddamn it, plays the whole aspect of your life.
That's kind of where it was like a trick question because, like, fuck school anyways. Cause, like, it doesn't matter who you, like, what you know. Like, I could go and get a major and some fucking frat boy whose daddy ran everything from where, like, you know, can just come in and get that shit just because he has that connection. Like, it's more people skills than even knowledge anyways. Like, college is a scam.
Did you know that the Avalanche owner also owns the Rams, and he owns
a soccer
the Nuggets,
team too.
And he's married to one of the heirs to the Walton family.
Well, one thing, fuck him.
Now I really don't like y'all.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't either anymore. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think. I mean, you know me. I used to go to like 25 games a fucking year. I used to be up in Denver all the fucking time. I went to all the playoff games. I went to all that shit. And then once they started doing, hey, you got to pay $25 a fucking month just to watch our games and all this shit. And then you see fucking the Rams get a $2 billion new Coliseum and they get all this fucking fancy, expensive shit.
To be fair, they are in LA.
You look at the Nuggets, we have the same arena that we've ever had. There's no renovations ever. Our president of basketball operations is about to go to the fucking Timberwolves or some shit.
Damn.
Because Stan Kroenke doesn't want to give him fucking money. He wants to stay with the Nuggets, but the fucking other team's going to give him, like... So, like, he's just such a fucking asshole. So I'm with you. He's like James Dolan to me. Like, fuck him. Sell the Nuggets, dude. I need to make enough money to where I can buy the Nuggets. That would be the illest shit ever.
Yeah, you're going to need a lot.
I would make you my ambassador.
You're going to need a lot of money.
A lot.
Jeez,
but I'm telling you, 50 incomes of successful companies with investments in cryptocurrency and the metaverse.
Get the start
in
now.
Real life shit. Oh, I already am. You already know this. Like, I think it's crazy. Real estate prices in the metaverse are even rising up.
Buying a whole sports team, Jesus Jones.
But imagine the profits that come off of that.
No, that's true. But yo, you gotta have. You're talking about being the sole owner.
But even if you go into,
are you trying to be the sole owner?
No.
Okay,
I mean, even if I go into like a propriety group where like there's a group of investors that come into it and I just pull up like 20%, or like I have the majority of the minority, you know?
That's a good recipe right there.
Like pull the Jay-Z route, but kind of not. Like,
I was gonna say that's basically your whole life right there until you into your basketball company.
That would be like fucking, and especially at that point in time, it'd probably be like a $10 billion purchase.
No facts.
Like the way the sports marketing is going nowadays, especially with the NBA. Like the NBA just fucking blossomed.
That's crazy that like one sports team costs.
Well, look at the
only
fucking
a fourth
Broncos,
of what
dude.
Twitter is.
Like the Broncos are about to be fucking a $4 billion, $5 billion team right now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The fucking Cowboys are worth more than fucking. They're probably worth like $15 billion.
Damn.
Like if Jerry Jones were to sell that shit, it's insane how much. Like, and it's crazy because like
find a way to get into this money.
We were talking about that too. Like we kind of don't watch sports the same way that we used to, and I think it's because we're kind of waking up to like the dumbing down.
Yeah.
Like sports are really just put in front of us to where we're not thinking of any. Like it goes back to barbaric mode.
Yeah, no facts.
Like we don't care about anything that really matters. It's a game that people are playing. Like if I go back and watch what happened, cool. Like if I spend 4 hours of my life watching this shit instead of devoting it to something that actually matters, like
you ain't lying.
It's crazy. I think it's crazy.
I think that's honestly why I don't like watching football. I think they sped up. That's why I watch so much more NBA games because like they sped up the played.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm watching a football game, everything just seems like it's
so
dragging
slow.
on, and I'm like,
incomplete. Like when they take it down to 10 seconds or
incomplete.
Then they got to run back down 40 7. Yards instead of like constant just back and forth.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like,
and even like, I'm sad, dude. I used to love the NBA. Like I used to watch every fucking game. Like if the playoffs were on, I'm sitting down. No, I just don't care.
It's because the talent that you were seeing has like dying out the league now,
and it's such a different game, and it kind of scares me because like I feel like I'm gonna be an old head. Yeah, like there's already people in like the 80s and 90s that are like, oh, you didn't grow up in my era of basketball, and like the 2000s, like 2000, like up to like 2010, like 2000 to 2010 was prime basketball. Like for me at least, like you still had the physicality, you still had the roughness, you still had the shots, you still had all that crazy shit. Like Kobe still was changing the game on how that shit was played, but you had Steve Nash getting his fucking nose broken in. Like there was still blood, there was still fights. Like nowadays, if I were to get in your face, there's automatic shutdown. Like they're not gonna let anything happen. Like there's no physicality.
That's to a sense, though. I mean, it's kind of good to protect the players because,
but like
at the same time, you don't want players being able to just like bash each other's faces on the fucking.
But at the same time, like
broadcast, and then
Steph Curry
get suspended for half a season for that.
If Steph Curry were to be drafted at the same year as Steve Nash, he's not having the same career. He's not having anywhere close because nobody's gonna let him sit out there and just shoot. They can't be in his face. Yeah, true. If he's back in that days, you got people that have your elbow in your fucking gut before you even catch the ball. Like, there's no way he's getting away with like 90% of the shots that he takes.
That's true.
So like, I like the game of basketball now just because it's like so open and it's poetry in motion. Like, there's a lot more that the offense can do. Like, it's just so pussified. If I'm gonna be honest with you, like if I hand check you, that's a foul.
No, actually,
if I go
hand checks are good
too
this
hard.
Season.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that I haven't watched in like 2.
Hand checks are good this season with the new rule change that they made for defense
or the double technicals. I was watching the Dallas Mavericks and Golden State game the other night. Do you see the one where the motherfucker shot the shot, went down, he stood up, the dude tripped over him, they gave him double technicals? Yeah.
That's
some pussy shit.
To be fair though, that I don't think that's an NBA thing. I think that's an officiating thing. I think that's just poor officiating because they don't know what to do in that situation. Well, they just get scared and they're like, all right, Tech, we're not taking that.
Because they went to the review board and reviewed it for like 3 minutes. And he was on the headset because they have it automatically hooked up with the head of the referees in New York or wherever the fuck they are.
They be scared because it's like, okay, we don't want to do something that's going to take the players out the game, but they can't be acting wild like this.
It'd be an NBA game or it'd be an NBA thing too, as well as a ref thing. And I think the refs have ruined the game ever since they got caught cheating with the whole Cavaliers and Spurs, where the referee was betting on the fucking finals and LeBron got swept.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No.
Yeah, homeboy went to jail for like 3 years.
Damn.
He rigged the games. Yeah.
Damn.
So, like, ever since then, like, I haven't. It's kind of like boxing at this. Like, we all know everything is fucking rigged. Like, to an extent. But, like, there's still shit that could happen that could throw shit off course. And, like, there is not guaranteed at any point. But, like, for the most part, a lot of that shit is rigged.
At least for the theatrics' sake, yes. I still think for the majority part, like, all sports are still competitive in the sense where,
100%.
like, hey, they're not trying to make the Warriors go to the playoff, to the finals.
Influenced.
But yeah, but
like they definitely have an influence.
That's the
into what
theatrics
happens.
of the media of things basically behind the work. It's like, hey, we're pushing more the narrative of the Warriors, so they may get 1 or 2 calls more in their favor.
Yep.
But at the same time, I see shit happening to like, in that Dallas game, right? The second game, it got down to like the last couple minutes, and a lot of fouls were being called on the Warriors to where it was like there was like 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and they were already
and they were calling all kinds of crazy shit. Like they called 2 offensive fouls back to back that were like,
I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
And that's like,
that is like, damn.
I think that kind of,
are they calling it fair, or are they just trying to make more of a series out of it for?
I think that's kind of what it is, and that kind of what fucks me up about sports nowadays is because there's a lot of questionable ass shit. Like you can even backtrack back to the Super Bowl. I don't want to make any advertisement for the fucking Bengals, but they didn't start calling penalties until 2 minutes into that game, or like left in that game.
Yeah,
like there was a lot of calls that were made that were kind of like,
there's a lot of shit that like, draws out,
and it goes back, dude. Like
they try to put that movie suspense to it. Like
you can even watch the fucking like in the NFL. You can go back to when the Niners and Ravens played in the Super Bowl. How many Super Bowls have been played? How many times have the lights ever been shut out? How many times have the lights ever gone out in the Superdome?
Yeah.
Ever. That was a huge swing. They were down by 21 points. That was going to be a blowout. They wanted to make it a more competitive game, so they shut out the fucking lights. Like, there's so many, and, like, even the fact that they made it a close game and Ray Lewis's last game ever, he had to retire out a champion. They did the same shit back in 99, 98 when Elway retired out on champion.
But do you remember when I called Ray Lewis winning the last Super Bowl before he retired?
Oh, yeah. I remember this. That's what I'm saying.
And then I called
and I told you I knew it would be rigged.
Well.
Yeah, because it's rigged. Like, the whole shit is rigged, and it's fucked up because we invest so much time and effort. When Tom Brady
officially announces his retirement,
Tom Brady has to be linked to somebody.
Done. Well, actually, no, because he just got his...
back. No, he already said he's coming back.
He got a deal with CBS.
No, when he retires.
Oh, okay.
Whenever he retires, he's got that deal in line.
Okay.
But no, he signed another year with Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
he's coming back.
I feel like
Gronkowski finally retired.
When he finally announces his retirement, they're giving him another ring.
They have
that
to.
season is definitely Tom Brady.
He'll go. I think that's why he came back from retirement.
Yeah.
Like 100%, they probably promised him, hey, I know you got close last year. Some shit went haywire. Antonio, we weren't expecting that to go down.
We'll give you one more chance.
Yeah. Like, I really wouldn't doubt it. And that would be the storybook ending.
I'll be so mad if that's... Hey, mark this video, man.
Tom Brady wins
future tellers in
Super Bowl MVP.
Might be future tellers in this
Who are they playing against? Kansas City Chiefs, because he has to beat Mahomes. And then he has to meet him in the middle and say, hey, now it's your time, bud.
Nah, the Bengals.
No, fuck that. Don't even.
Are they
you know
side?
what I'm honestly saying? Yeah, no, they're not.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying Bills. I got the Bills going.
Yeah, I can see the Bills.
I got the Bills and the
Bucks. I can see the Chargers.
I can see the Chargers. It all depends on who the people at B want.
It ain't that bad of a quarterback class, man.
I don't even know who got drafted.
NFL is in a good hands, man.
Oh, yeah, upcoming wise?
Yeah, y'all in good hands. Y'all in good hands. Y'all in good hands. Just speed up the fucking game. God damn.
That's why I'm excited. What is that? Red Bulls. What is that? There's a new fucking startup football league.
The FNF?
Something like that.
The one that Michael Vick's playing for?
It's on now, yeah.
Yeah, FNF.
Or that's there's another one. It's like the
AFN or some shit.
Yeah, it's like the AFL or some shit like that.
CFL.
I know they come out with another one. Well, there's the Canadian Football League too, yeah. But like they came out with a new one. I think it just started this year, like 3 weeks ago. But it's supposed to be more fast paced and like all this shit. I think it's kind of like the XFL, but not.
They be having all these side stream football leagues that just fail
it's so hard.
They all just fail.
The investors flop on it.
And no one wants to really watch like
subpar ass people just playing like terrible conditions. Because a lot of the times they try to amp it up, it just makes it more dangerous. And it's kind of just like, yeah, it's cool to watch, but
Just
like,
give it up, man. Just let the NFL be the
let them do
fucking
that. Go into game
privatized big
development.
ass company that they are.
Make
The
another NFL
monopoly of
street.
shit, and just let them monopolize it all.
That's what they're gonna do. Let them do their development league.
Yeah.
You said they're playing their first game in Germany.
What? Damn.
I don't remember who's playing it, but going back to Mexico, Germany, and London.
Damn.
NFL might actually expand. Football might be global soon.
Nah.
Could you imagine?
far
I'm not
ways
gonna lie.
away.
That'd be kind of dope, though. Could you imagine an Olympics where there's football? Like, could you imagine us putting the best of our players up against the fucking world? I'd be terrified of Team Samoa.
Yeah. To be fair,
Or
I don't know how
Australia.
many. The thing is there's not a lot of other throwing sports like football in other countries. So
Yeah.
ooh.
It's pretty much rugby, and rugby takes over most of that like side of the world.
Yeah. So when it comes to actually throwing a football, that might fuck them up.
Do you think rugby will ever take over here?
No.
I think rugby's so much better than football.
It's fun to watch, but I think just like the
It's
rule
just the
process
pace, and it's
then,
so slow.
And on top of that, like what do you call that shit? Like the gruesomeness, you know what I'm saying, is not there
It's
in
not
rugby.
more appealing.
Like you got a couple big hits,
in
but like,
rugby,
yeah.
dude, they be bloodying each other up.
No, but what I'm saying is like it doesn't always get like that. Like
It does.
no, it doesn't always get like that. You'll get bloodied from like turf action and grass
Oh.
action, but not from banging each
Oh,
other up. No,
no.
because it's always penalties when you like do a certain wrong hit.
That's true.
And
I've
so-
seen people get lit the fuck
No,
up.
they get lit up, but
but it's not. But in the NFL nowadays, you really don't see that shit anymore either.
that's
You
true.
see
but
leg hits nowadays.
for some reason, people just love the clanking of.
I like seeing just
Pads on
body
each other.
on body. Like when you see somebody's soul leave their body.
Because I remember I was actually watching a full rugby game well, not a full rugby. I think I watched, and I was like, "Oh, this is not bad of a sport. Like I could watch this kind of like a little soccer pace with a little bit of football." But then I was waiting for like them to fuck each other up, but they all made like just really textbook tackles, and I was like, "Oh, y'all make
think
sure
the
y'all
best
fuck each
of it-
other up, but y'all don't like
It's all in the scrum when
Blast
nobody
each
can
other.
see.
yeah,
Like, and you just see people come out with black eyes and
yeah."
like, what's the song of the week?
I don't really have one. Song of the week for me, honestly, would be just thinking about my own music.
How's that been going?
That's been going phenomenal, man. If I get this music video shot, oh, the shit's about to be fucking beautiful. Especially with the concept I have in mind. Oh, man.
The horoscope.
Nah, the horoscope, we gotta find that beat again. Get it back. But nah, the one for popping, I gotta show you after this.
Was it What's Poppin'? Popped in brand new option. Sports Center top 10.
Nah. Way better than that.
Thank God.
10 times better.
See that
I'm,
man
yeah, I'm
get-
talking about you, Jack
You see that
Harlow.
man get clowned at the NBA game?
For messing with people's stuff?
No.
Or for
They put him up on the jumbotron,
Oh, and
and
the
the
dude in
refs
the
had the
referee-
microphones
yeah,
there.
he
Who
was
the
like,
fuck
who's-
is Jack Harlow?
who's a Jack Harlow? He was like,
Yeah.
who? And then he made a video to one of his music or to one of his songs. It was real funny. I ever read it. But no, yeah.
That's pretty funny.
I have a coworker of mine. She's good with the camera, so I'm trying to see if we can make a music video happen, and she's willing to do it for free. Conglomerate being built.
Shit, if not, go to fucking Intellitech. Right there on Garden of the Gods.
They shoot free music videos.
They got fucking students going there for digital shit.
oh
they-
hell
they do
yeah!
all
I
that
could
shit.
find somebody.
They use that
hey,
as a project. That's free.
What's
That's
up?
win-win for both of y'all.
yeah.
'Cause back when I was doing shit, that's what I was talking to, like, never did
Hell
shit.
yeah. Hell yeah,
Yeah,
then.
because then it's free shit, and they got all the professional ass equipment because they're in college. So then they just use that as a project. You use it as your actual shit. They get experience. You get the video.
Coworker first, though.
Yeah,
a
and
little
if
bit
not,
more
you got a
trusted
good
source
backup.
than not. Bam, right there. But hell yeah, no, that shit is going up. Then my producer's working on the album, so he's working shit done. Work on like the characters and shit. That should be cool. But the first thing, of course, is just being able to finish the fucking first shit. Once we get the first shit out of all the fucking just fun songs, then we'll get the fucking working on and hit them up with Yeah, so we got a good little thing going. I just need to get it rolling more, man. But his job fucking takes up time on his end, and in my right now, I don't have the best of time for his shit. We make it work when we can make it work, but he pushes himself to the limit. So hey, shout out to you.
Shout out Marcus. I remember. I'm terrible with names, but I remember.
Yeah,
I did.
Really took a piss up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he do that. Yeah, that's what the fuck. I dare somebody ever come on our show and fucking piss on themselves.
If they came to our show and chugged like 12 bottles of smart water and pissed themselves,
I'm not letting that shit slide.
I'm laughing.
Hell no, you gotta get your ass beat.
I'm just gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna laugh about it.
Yeah, ain't no fucking way you about to piss on nobody's furniture in here, nigga. You is not an animal.
That is facts.
Fuck out of here. The fuck? For you, song of the week.
I gotta throw it. It finally came in right behind you. There it is. So
Dante Hitchcock.
that's it. Finding everything. I'm gonna go with the Growing Up, Mother God. One of them dual songs, you know, the hidden tracks.
Okay.
It's just real deep shit. Point where he says you talk to God. God said, "What's up?" The shit. Sorry, she said, "Hey, I told you to come how you are." Pretty much just be who you are. Like, we don't judge fish on how they fly. We don't judge birds on how they swim. Everybody's got a role, so just make the most of it.
Damn.
So it's just like, it's some deep shit. And like,
but it's crazy how more birds are better swimmers than more fish are better flyers.
That's true. Like when they jump through. But we don't judge a fish on how it flies. We don't tell birds to go swim.
Not a fish that can actually fly.
I know. That's what I'm saying. And she ain't going to judge that fish on not being able to fly. And we shouldn't either.
But because that bird is an excellent swimmer.
What bird?
Any bird.
Birds aren't that great. There's seagulls that swoop.
But talk about a penguin.
I've never seen a penguin swim.
What? Nigga, penguins
I'm not from New York.
Penguins are fantastic swimmers.
Really?
What?
Can they go underwater?
Yes, they zoom and jet and spin around.
But are you going to judge that bird on how it swims or how it flies?
On both. Because it can do both.
Because it can do both. Because it's meant to do both.
But a fish can't do both.
Yeah, but you aren't expecting a fish to fly.
Yeah. There's a flying fish, but they don't really fly like that. It just like do a little hovering and then it traps back down.
Are you going to expect a fish to fly?
No.
Are you going to judge it off not being able to fly if it's a great swimmer?
No.
No. So it's pretty much the same. Stay in your lane. Do what you're good at. Don't worry about what you're not good at.
But what if the thing that's good at is also in my lane, like the bird?
I mean, then do what you do. Then you're one of them special individuals that are ambidextrous and can do multiple things.
You mean amphibious?
No, ambidextrous.
They can use both hands. They're amphibious.
Yeah, they can doggy paddle with both hands.
But okay, I like it. That's actually a great album cover too.
Yeah, I know, right? The more I look at it, it's kind of weird. It looks like he has some skin disease. Might have eczema. But
fronts is flying too, boy. They glowing. They are fucking.
Shout out to him. Once
glowing.
he gets popping off, got a signed album.
Hell yeah.
I'm just waiting on one more.
I wonder if signed stuff holds the weight that it does anymore. Besides like collectibles. It's like think about like a signed Drake record, like
if you had a So Far Gone one though.
I don't feel like that's going for like.
I would not pay a penny for that because I fucking hate
like
Drake.
Like an original Michael Jackson pristine cover, signed album.
It's
yes,
definitely going for something.
Yes,
and I think that's the thing that sucks is I think most of the value doesn't happen until that person dies.
But it's not even that. I even think that was still worth a lot when Michael Jackson was alive.
Because you got to think about how much fan
signed
interaction.
By him.
You got to think about how much fan interaction that Michael Jackson did. How much shit that he signed. While you're still alive, there's still an ability to get that shit signed. He used to go out into the crowd.
Yeah. That's
so like
fair.
once he dies, that possibility's gone. The rarity increases.
Let's actually knowing how much he truly signed though.
That's true. But
because out of the hundreds of thousands of people who will go visit him, what if he only signed 10?
Which is true.
Like a handful.
But I don't think he would do that. Like, seeing the way that he was with fans.
I just never seen him sign a lot of stuff, to be honest.
A shitload of stuff.
I seen posters and shit like that, but not like his own
true.
discography set.
I mean, it all depends. That's what sucks about our time. We're too young to really know. Like,
Let's see what a Michael Jackson song. Oh yeah, the ones gotta get like
and then you got to get it verified.
if you get the personal hand sign.
See,
That's the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah, and if you get the printed one, it's nothing.
Yeah,
like everybody in the world could go.
The
and
ones like
purchase
those
that.
was like $300-$400.
But I'm sure even then, like the ones that he hand signed.
Yeah, the one he hand signed were like 20,000, 30,000.
But I'm sure
like
before he died, it probably wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Like it was probably expensive. I'm not gonna don't.
That was
get
probably
me
still
wrong.
probably like 5,000-10,000.
Yeah.
A personally signed hand one? Yeah.
I don't know.
A personally?
It all depends.
Like,
because
hey,
he's still alive. There's still a possibility
with
for
love
me.
from Michael Jackson.
Why would I go?
Your favorite person?
But
you
he
don't
wouldn't
think
do
that would be?
It would be personalized probably.
Yeah, but what if it was personalized to that point? Like that's crazy.
But even then, if he's still alive, there's a better chance of me buying one of his albums that comes out, going to one of his shows, or like meeting him. Something like, there's so much better of a possibility. Like, I'm not gonna go out and pay 10 G's for a signed record just because I'm lazy.
Yeah, that's fair.
And if you have that much money, you probably already met Michael Jackson.
Probably
like,
has to
really
be something
doesn't.
higher than an album, like his own personal guitar.
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
that
like
would
if you
be
gave
millions.
me like the red leather jacket,
Yeah,
like
that's
if you give me something like
millions.
that where it's like that, but like
That's millions.
an album nowadays, yeah, it makes sense that it's selling for $20,000, $30,000.
But do you think someone of the likes of, let's say, Drake, you think a jacket of his will ever reach a but he doesn't have any like
Depends on
personalized,
see, like right now,
iconic jackets
right
like that.
now,
So I'm not gonna say
he could sell some shit. Like he could sell his jerseys or like some shit like that. Like some shit that he had. I don't know what I'm not really that invested in Drake. But right now, probably wouldn't sell for shit. Why? Because he's always out. He's always interacting with people. He does all this shit. If he died, boom.
But I'm
shit's
saying like
gonna
he don't got
fucking
any
skyrocket.
iconic outfits like Michael Jackson has an iconic outfit. You know?
Yeah, that is. I mean,
so like I don't know if something of his that you would be able to take. That's like, oh shit. Like,
I feel like if Drake died at this point, people would be selling, like buying his hairbrush for like 10.
Yeah, but what would his estate be worth millions? I'm trying to think something personal, like his piano, or like that's not really like would have had to gone on tour with that piano.
Yeah,
The greatest
like
tour ever, or some shit like
or
that.
like something cool, like
yeah.
Like even a signed album at that point, really, like it might hit like 5 G's.
Yeah, but at the same
but it
time,
ain't gonna hit like crazy.
That means I gotta come up with something more iconic.
That's like, could you imagine?
The better it's gonna motherfucking grab attention.
Could you imagine having the crisscross pants?
Yeah,
like signed by them.
Yeah,
that'd be lit.
Personal ones they wore on set.
Like the back ones, yeah, where they wore backwards, yeah. Like kind of like, I want to get that shit signed by Kevin Durant, but then at the same time, it's like,
But it still ups the value.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But then I would have to wait for that man to die and forbid that.
No, just retire.
Sports memorabilia is the same damn way.
No, because like if he hits the Hall of Fame, that's easy.
That's true, but then it still wouldn't be like
when anyone iconic passes away, their stuff is worth more. Because they'll never get them back.
If I ever got that shit signed, I'm definitely passing it down to. No, but I could.
Not for it to be worth something.
You gotta think.
If you get caught in a jam, sell it.
Yeah.
If at that point, sell it.
That's true.
Because if you got it signed and you got yourself caught in a jam, I
wouldn't want to sell that shit though. Like I feel like that would be so dope.
Yeah, that's a pride thing at that point. That's like, ooh, I got a fucking card signed by
when Kevin Durant got drafted, I was so happy. Like that was the first jersey I bought that summer.
Yep.
Like, as soon as I knew he was Seattle, bah.
Damn.
I don't know. That might have to be a framer.
You don't have to just hold it for the rest of your life. You have to be in the worstest of jams.
Get the grade 10A.
You have to be in avocado jam.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a real thing.
You have to be in wet sand jam.
If that's a thing, then that's nasty.
That's disgusting, but you'll sink quick.
That's
that's
about
something you gotta sell.
You talking about the white sand and the beaches?
Where you just sink in. Can't suffocate, but you can.
Welcome up, family, man. I hope that y'all been good, been taking care of yourselves, putting your mind to where your business is, and your business to where your mind is, progressing and moving forward and being great. Because that's all I want for y'all, man. I want anybody watching it to be able to move forward, get past this shit. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do in life. It's okay to have your little something that you do on the side, and it's okay to just be okay just working. That's fine too.
Find what makes you happy.
Find your happiness and do that shit.
That's the most important shit.
Pursuing ours. God.
Don't say God damn it.
God damn it.
In the accent.
God damn it.
For real. Be happy.
Facts.
Ain't shit worth your happiness. They could throw money at you. They could do whatever. It ain't worth your mental. It ain't worth it.
Gotta protect us up here. The only one you got.
And was here to work on that.
Oh yeah, your whole body.
Yeah.
Work on your joints and your backs and your muscles.
For this life. That's it.
Well, damn, we got a good talking. Yeah. Any closing messages?
Be better every day. Look at shit. Look at weaknesses as opportunities. Improve every day as it comes. Be humble, kind, be smart, stay skeptical, bold, be blunt.
All that shit.
Be a good person, man.
Facts.
Change the mindset.
Facts.
We can trick this fucking matrix and make it a good place to live again.
No Kaepernick.
That's all I got.
It's for me. I would say ditto to that. Also, like, subscribe, share, comment, do all of that
Always
shit. Like the
bells.
Golden Blunt on Instagram, on the TikToks,
on
everything,
Twitter, on Facebook,
everything that you got.
Go listen on Amazon,
and like,
on Pandora,
and share it,
on
and,
Google,
and do whatever you
on
can
on
to make
Spotify,
it great.
on Apple,
We're gonna be great.
on Grindr.
You enjoy it. It's entertainment. We love it. You love hearing some crazy shit happening. But ultimately, believe in yourself.
Give us some wild shit to talk about.
Yeah, start messaging us. Start giving us some comments.
Tell me your favorite conspiracy theory, and I'll research some shit.
Yeah, just drop knowledge, man, wherever you can. Keep doing you. Be blessed. Be great. Do wonderful things in life. Just really believe. I can't say it hard enough. Believe in yourself. Believe in you.
The more you believe, the more you achieve.
Put a little thing on Twitter, but it said, if like being me would be obnoxious, weird, rude, cool, lazy, dumb, stupid, blah blah blah, then I'm fine being all of that because
that's you
being me.
And just be your true self.
Yeah, I can't ask nothing else out of me, and I'm proud of me. God damn it!
Like for real, you should be.
Move forward.
Damn straight. That's all we can do.
Peace out, y'all. Have a good one. Be yourself. Love yourself.
Be positive.
You the shit. We love you forever. Keep going. You ain't never gonna be able to get stopped. You are it.
Donate to Patreon.
You're the it factor. Yeah, we're gonna find our ways to start doing the donations and do something. We can have a nice little donate, you take your hit, donate, you do a push up, donate, you.
See, we just need to start doing some lives.
Eat some hot sauce.
Because I've seen all these like lives with the papers.
Yeah.
Hey, 1 heart equals this.
Y'all look out in the future for a goddamn Bold and Blunt live special.
It'll be coming soon.
We'll definitely make sure that y'all, but yeah, follow us on the Instagrams and all that. We're going to make sure we have a little bit more content and shit coming out. So we love y'all. Peace. Chicken grease. Don't let that shit hit you in the crease.
Blunts!